Hey everybody, it's Tracy from Tracy's Art and Craft here, and today I have a few bits to share with you, which are the newest things I've bought from Etsy, and I thought you'd like to see these ones. These ones are so adorable and lovely, and I'm really in a grungy mood this month because I've been doing so many pretty, pink things, and I wanted to really go sort of really grungy. So I've bought some extra digital kits because I can't get enough, like as if I don't have enough as it is. So the first set I'm going to show you is from Art Smart Digital. Her store will be linked down in the description box. She's, when I bought this she had a sale on. I think she's still got one on. I'm not 100% sure. And yeah, I think I got this set for £1, and you get absolutely loads in her sets. Her sets are absolutely massive, so they're really worth the money. They print really well. The borders on mine, ignore those. If your printer does borderless, they do come out borderless. My printer doesn't do borderless, so I get a little border. But I usually trim down my pages anyway to go in books. So this is one of the pages that she has in her set, and I use this for the backing of all the pages. So let me just see if I can find the end of hers. Here we are, I think. Is that, no, hang on, we're nearly there. Come on, pick up the right one, here we go. So first of all, you get these little bits in there. You get 2 pages of little bits. So this one, and this one's just called her vintage pages, I think. I'm not 100% sure what this one's called. You'll have to just go through her thing. She's got loads, but she does all different things, which is really good. She does stuff that is vintagey, but she also does stuff which is like really good for card making and things as well. So it's definitely worth having a look. So she's got this one here. I'm going to put them over here actually as I finish with them. And then this one with all the pictures, which I absolutely love kits with photos in because I use them all the time everywhere. So I absolutely love kits with photos in. I always aim for ones with photos in because I do print them off quite often. And then we've got these pages. These are so adorable because the good thing about this is you could use this just as a page in a book, especially once you've backed it like I have. You just use it as a page in a book, or you can actually use this separate to this. You could sort of tear it up. You could use this on a journal cover even. So, I'm really happy with these ones. I need to find somewhere better to put my paper. I've got too much stuff in my way today. I'm a little bit disorganised today. And then we've got this one. This is so cute. I love this bit here at the side here. It's so cute. They're very serious, aren't they? But it just looks correct for the time because, they weren't to smile at the time. So this one I love. It reminds me of my daughter, this one. So cute. Absolutely adorable. I love the splash of colour just at the side as well with these little images. And this would work really well as a belly band if you think about it as well. So there's lots of ways you could use this. And then we have this beautiful girl, absolutely gorgeous. I think she would definitely end up on front of one of my journals at some point. And we have this sweet girl with her buggy. I love that one. So what I'll do is once we've had a little look through these, we will go on to trying to make something that isn't a page out of them. So I can show you how you can actually use them. This one scares me a little bit, which reminds me of something from a horror movie. So I'm not sure I'd use her very much, but she does, she scares me, I'm afraid. Poor girl. Oh, I love these. I would definitely use these. I'd probably use these as journaling cards, or even, sort of cut it out as one piece on a page or something. It's just really pretty. Now this would definitely look like something from a horror movie. It would definitely fit into a Halloween sort of setting. But I love the frame as well. So what you could do is you could even, if you didn't like the picture but you liked the frame, you could even cut the picture out and then inlay another picture underneath. This was adorable with the little sort of looking glass bit. I love that. So like I say, you get a lot of pages in this set, and I think I only paid £1 for this one because it was on sale. But she does have quite often sales on and things, so it's definitely worth having a look. All I will say is, if you are buying from her, she does request that if you're going to use the things for sale, that you just ask her permission. And I think she has also some, you know, if your business, you can get like a license agreement from her for each set you buy. So do just sort of contact her to see where you stand. If you're buying it just for your own personal use, or you're making things for gifts, that's not a problem. That's not a problem at all. It's for when people are selling things. So like, I have permission from her to use her things. So do just make sure, you know, manners cost nothing, and it's okay to contact her. She's a really lovely lady. So this one looks a lot like me when I was young, actually. This one. It could easily be mistaken for what I used to look like when I was little. My mum will verify that. Yeah, so these are absolutely beautiful. I just adore them. And I don't have very many photos of little girls. I have a lot of women and men, but not many of little girls and little boys. So, and then we have this one. It's the last one. And of course you've got this backing page, this page here, which I used for a backing page because I thought that would be perfect as a backing one. So that is that set. This set is from Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah, and she'll be linked down below as well. Do definitely check out her channel as well. She's got great ways to use these kits, and she has, in just some of her newer videos, she has actually used this one. So yeah, I picked this one up. I saw that I think it's quite a new set of hers, and I do have so many of her sets. It's unreal. I absolutely love her design taste. This one hasn't been backed for whatever reason. I've probably missed it when printing, but she does, her kits do come with a lovely coffee dye page for you to print out. Now the lines on here are not usually on, this isn't because of her kit, this is my printer was having a moment. It had been printing for a long time, it had done a lot of pages, and so it had begun to put sort of red on there and the lines, and that's because it needed a really good clean. So this is actually my printer problem, not her kit. It's usually perfect when you print hers, but my printer was being a pain. All these lines and things do come because it's part of her design. So again, I have backed these all with the coffee dyeing. I'm hoping I could get one which was printed right, but to be honest with you, most of them are printed funny, and that's just because my printer needs a new it has a special inkjet head and it needs a new one, and it needs to be set for a clean because that cleans itself as well. I can't remember what this kit is called. I swear it's King's something. Oh look, this one's really bad. Look, all the splotches. I mean, that doesn't bother me because I usually splatter my artwork anyway, so that doesn't bother me. In fact, that enhances it for me. But her kits don't come out like this, and I just really want to stress it because it looks like it may be a quality problem on her front, and it's not. It's a quality problem on my printer, and that's just because I was printing so much that the printer was beginning to struggle because it needed to be cleaned. Ah, this one's better. This one only has one splodge, I think. So that one's looking a bit better. Again, not the best quality, but I love this page. So yeah, I'm all about the birds and butterflies at the moment. I love that one as well. This one's one of my favourites. So yeah, I really love these. I have printed these on, let me show the paper I used. So this is the paper that I use. I hope I've got you in shot, I'm just checking. There we go. It's 120 GSM. That I just prefer 120. It's a thick paper, not quite a card. And I prefer that. I prefer working with it. I prefer folding it, the way it folds, the way it tears and things like that. So that's just what I've found that I like. You may have to play around with papers to find one that you like. I do use a high definition paper because then I can just print. I don't print economy, I print the middle one. So you can do like really high quality, you can do economy quality, and there's like a standard, a middle one. And the middle one's what I use because that's good enough for me. If you have a laser printer, yeah, your prints will definitely come out a lot better quality. So, you know, it's definitely all to do with paper and the printer as well. But I definitely like this one. It does set me back £5, I think, for this pack, for a full pack. And this is like half full at the moment, this one. But, you know, that does me fine. So that's what I do. I'm just trying to see if I've got one. Oh, this is a really good one. That one printed out perfectly there. So her sets always come with a coffee dyed thing, so you can back all of her pieces. This was a really pretty bright one. I do absolutely love all of her designs. They're so scrummy. And then we have this one. So her kits, this is one kit, the papers, and that's just one set there. That was £1.76, I want to say, something like that. And then you can do another kit. She does them, and this one's the ephemera that goes with it. And she does them separately so that you don't have to pay out, you know, £4 something for a bigger kit when all you want is the ephemera or all you want is the pages. So she separates them so that you can, she has got some big kits, but she separates them so that you can buy either the paper or the ephemera. I like to buy both. And I use them for various things. So these ones I haven't backed because these ones I will sort of really be cutting up more than, say, the pages. Some of them I might use as pages. And then what I do is if I needed to have some colour on there, I could use ink or I could use my spray bottle with coffee in it. So, and you know, sort of coffee dye as I go. I absolutely love anything that's labelly. I've been collecting together some label digi kits at the moment. And yeah, I love labels, so I use them with everything. So yeah, this set is absolutely beautiful. It's got so much to it. Again, this was £1. So for the pages, £1.70 something. I want to say 76, 78, something like that. For the ephemera, it was the same price. You know, they usually have a thing where you can only print it off like 300 times, something like that. But, you know, oh, and that's just an extra coffee dye piece. So, and you can see here on this one especially, this is one of the first coffee dye pieces that it does come out really nice. It's a really nice look, especially when you don't have time to coffee dye yourself. So that's all the kits, and I thought we could quickly make a little something with one of them. So I'm just going to pull in a page, and I thought what we could do is we could quickly make maybe like a little flippy out or something that we can use. So I am going to use a craft knife. Now I've done that fold, I'll just show you again what I've done because I just did that and I didn't explain a single thing I did. So what I've done is I've took the paper and I've decided I want this to be the front. If I wanted this to be the front, I'd fold it the opposite way. And so I've folded it this way, leaving a little bit of a gap here to where I like the picture sitting as well, because that's the most important part. And then this piece is here, instead of wasting it, I've folded it back, and what I will do is I would stick this piece onto the page like so, and then it will open out both that way and this way, so you'll have all this writing space, but you'll also have all this decorated space too. And I'd probably put a pocket on here as well, decorate this up so it's really pretty in the book. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to trim this down to size, and I'm just going to take off a bit off the top and bottom. So I just got to square it off and make sure I'm straight. There we go. And take a bit off the bottom as well, so that I can get it to be the size I need. And I'm just going to cut off this white edge here. This white edge doesn't necessarily matter, but I'm going to cut it off anyway, because I want it to look nice on the page. But you could ink this if you didn't want to cut it. If you didn't want to cut off your borders, say your printer doesn't do borderless, you don't want to cut them off, you could just go ahead and ink them. That would be fine. There we go. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to decorate this. Now I definitely want to put a bit of lace down here, so I'm just going to grab my laces and see what I've got. I'm going to look at my scrap bag first, because if there's any of my scraps that I can use, like that piece, then I definitely want to use it. I do pin them when they're a little bit long. It just keeps them all together and stops them tangling up. There we go, and I'm just going to get my 3-in-1 or Fabri-Tac or whichever you're using. You could use hot glue on this part as well if you wanted to. Hot glue would be nice and quick. There we go, I like that. I think I'm going to get one of these. Just 1 second. Sorry about that, I'm back now. My husband just popped in quickly. So what else shall we put on here? I think I wanted to put one of these things on there. There we go. So I just get this cut out, and then I seem to be cutting really slow today. You usually can cut these a lot quicker. So I'm just going to ink that up a little bit. My ink dauber is falling apart a little bit. I think it's because I'm so heavy-handed with them, so I kind of rip the sponges. There we go. I think I'm just going to find some fabric to put underneath that. So I've got some of this here. This was an old net curtain that I coffee dyed. And I think I might just use that. Now if you are cutting your fabric but you want it to look rough and rugged, what you can do is you can pop it onto your scissors like that and just sort of pull it towards the inner bit, so you're kind of tearing it through the scissors rather than you know, cutting it properly, and then you won't get that straight line. Just rip this piece off because I want that sort of teared look. Yep, I'm happy with that. I'm sorry if the sun starts to come round. I've even put some drawers and things next to my desk to sort of block some of that sunlight that I get coming in here, because it does get a bit crazy in here. Once I've redecorated my living room, I should have my curtains back up those windows, and then that should stop it coming through, hopefully. There we go, I really like that. Does it need something more? I'm not sure if it does. I definitely want to put a pocket on this side, that's for sure though. So let's have a little look at what we've got here. Now we have got some really nice square pieces there. Oh, this would be lovely, this here. So I think I'm just going to cut that out. It would help if I'd cut straight, wouldn't it? There we go, so let's see how wide we want that. See, I've got a little bit of room now where I can make the edges of the pocket. And just cut these corner bits out here, just so it sits nicely. We get rid of the bulk then. There we go. That looks really nice. I'm just going to stick that down, and then we'll decorate this little pocket up a little bit. And see, in here then you could pop a tag or something, and then that would act even more journaling space, so you're adding plenty of journaling space to be used. I think I'm going to add a little bit of lace or ribbon or something just to the top of that. Just see what I've got. You know, I've got some of this fabric here, and I think that would go lovely on there, so I'm just going to grab a little piece of this. Just see if I can rip it at all. Nope, you're not going to rip. Just see if you rip this way. Oh yes, you rip that direction much better. Okay. There we are. Oh, that's attached. There we go. So I think I'm just going to attach this here to the front of that pocket. So if you don't want any bleed through, if you just smudge it with your finger, that actually stops the bleed through. I've got glue all over my fingers now. There we are. I think I might just pop a little bow or something just in the centre of there. I'm going to use one of my paper bows. These again are from Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah. And these are my absolute favourite. I love these little bows, they're so cute. There we go. And there we have it. And once we pop a little tag in there, that's going to just look so pretty. So there we go, something really simple that isn't a whole page, but you can use your papers for, you know, and it gives absolutely loads of journaling space. Plus you'll have whatever you put in here, whether it be a card or a notebook or anything like that. So I hope that just gives you a little idea of what you can use. I understand not everybody uses digi kits, and that is absolutely fine. You could make the similar sort of thing out of scrapbook paper as well, or anything like that. So yeah, that's fine. So I just want to give special thanks to Joan Whittle, who has become my first member on my little members thing where it's buy me a coffee, that link. You could become a member on there. And she's become my first member, bless her. She's my first little sweet pea. And just so you know, Joan, I have posted your happy mail to you. That is all on its way. Yeah, and also if you did want to come and join and be a member, or if you just wanted to buy me a coffee or anything like that, that's all down there. My shop is also down in the description box, and so is the link to all my socials, like my Instagram, my TikTok. So do go have a look at those. I will leave the links for both Shabby Dabby Doodah's shop as well as Art Smart Digital shop as well. So definitely, you know, go check those out if you are into digitals. If you're not, of course, that is absolutely fine. I hope you've just enjoyed looking at all the pretty papers today. And I will see you next time, when tomorrow I will be doing my collaboration with Turquoise Dreaming and two other lovely ladies. I keep forgetting their names. I'm sure one of them's called Sue. But yeah, they will all be linked tomorrow on tomorrow's video. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Bye.